Howdy everyone, Pocher here with an Age of Magic video, and in today's video we're doing the Hero Spotlight for Ash, the melee damager for the Assassin's Guild. We'll go over his stats, his abilities, and animations, and talk about how this character is potentially going to be used. He is the fourth character of the Assassin's Guild, third if you don't count Charizard, which let's not count Charizard. So yeah, we'll go over everything in this video, and I had a little bit of a peek with him. He is actually quite a decent hero. There's a lot to him. So yeah, let's get into it. Stats. Hit points come in at 8 million. So decent hit points. Speed 223. So he's a little on the slower side. Not ridiculously slow though. You're still going to get some use out of him. Armor 95k. Magic damage resistance 76k. Basic damage 1.3 million. Critical hit chance 40%, which is decent, and critical damage 2.1 million. And the other stats here, feel free to stop it and have a look at anything you want. The information is there for you to use however you see fit. So we'll jump into the arena now. I am not going to be testing him against the full team. We're just covering the hero in this video. So yeah, let's get to it. Jumping into the arena, we are looking at Ash's basic. Ziva's Whisper triggers the melee damager class mark. Cast hit list on the target. The target on the hit list becomes vulnerable to enemy skills, regardless of restrictions. Hit list ignores Fortitude when cast, removed upon target death, or transferred to another target. If a target on the hit list dies, the skill enters a cooldown for 2 turns. The debuff enters a cooldown for 2 turns, not the skill. So it seems like the ability does a lot of stuff, but it doesn't. It's just explaining hit list. Then it goes, deals damage to one target. The damage of this skill is increased by 20% for each living enemy. So it's actually quite a basic skill. There's not a lot to it. It just seems like there's a lot because it's explaining hit list. We'll go ahead and look at the animation against the line go. And there you go. Yeah, pretty straightforward. Does decent-ish damage. If that crit, that would have been fairly good damage. But other than that, yeah, it's a very basic ability. So yeah, we'll move on to his first special. Ziva's Yell is Ash's second ability or first special, deals massive damage to one target. The damage of this skill is increased by 20% for each allied rogue or assassin. If the target is on the hit list, Ash attacks them again. So you're getting the sense that this character is a glass cannon. He's just there to deal damage. So we're going to go ahead and attack the Mordred with the ability. Yep. There was once a Mordred, and there is no longer a Mordred, and that is Ash's second ability. It has a 3-turn cooldown. Ash's third skill is Ziva's Madness. It triggers the melee damager class mark, performs 3 attacks in a row on one target. Critical attack damage is increased by 10% for each debuff on Ash. If the target is on the hit list, each hit deals critical damage. Oh, I'm scared to press the button. Now remember, we do have Claudia Toxic on the team, which does boost his attack, but still, let's go ahead and have a look at this guaranteed crit. Oh, okay, there was some dodges there, but I mean, that was going to go ahead and kill that Mordred. That was going to be a lot of damage. Look how much one of the 3 hits did. Oh, that is insane. This character is a little bit scary. Okay, we will jump into his passive because as much of a glass cannon as there is a quirk to him that is important to knowing how this character plays out. So we'll jump into his passive now. So Ash's passive is Ziva's Judgment. There is a lot to it, so strap in. When Ash's initiative or speed is supposed to be decreased due to skills or debuffs, it will increase by 30% instead. Ash cannot skip a turn, and his skills cannot be blocked. His skill timer also cannot be increased. So if there is something I'm missing, which I don't think there is, this character is just completely immune to the effects of turn manipulation or manipulation in any way. Now, in saying that, I do not know if polymorph doesn't work on him. Polymorph could potentially work on him. Has not been tested. Other than that, he is quite unstoppable. Okay, every time Ash loses 33% of his max HP, he enters a state of ferocity for 3 turns and his initiative fills up by 100%. Ash cannot cast or recast hit list while in the state of ferocity. On his turn, Ash attacks the enemy that was the last to deal him damage, regardless of any restrictions. If there is no such enemy, he targets the one on the hit list or otherwise a random enemy. The skill or attack is chosen randomly. All Ash's damage is increased by 50%, and damage for Ash is reduced by 70%. Ooh. Okay, so this is his niche. Moment the battle starts, you have control of him like a regular character, but the moment he drops to that 66% HP threshold, the character becomes uncontrollable for 3 turns. You cannot use him. He will cast his abilities, he will cast a basic attack. It does not matter what is up, what is down, or maybe what's down. I do not know. I have not been able to test it because, I just haven't. If his abilities are on cooldown, I'm just going to assume he's not going to be able to use them. But when his turn comes around, if he is in the state of ferocity, he will just attack whatever he wants. Last target to hit him, priority, then hit list, then random. He will attack that person and he will use a random ability, basic or special. So yeah, he just becomes a wild card. What's he going to do? There is a little bit of a structure to it, but on the most part, you're just not going to control him. He's going to do everything himself. Now, with that as well, he has increased damage, which is insane for his kit. I don't think he needs increased damage, but he's got it. And then he takes 70% reduced damage. I'm assuming that's what that means. So when you consider that Yuki also reduces damage to the allies of her who are rogues and of the assassin guild. This character, as much of a glass cannon as he may be the hardest glass you're ever going to hit in your life. This guy is like 5 layers of bulletproof glass. You've got 5 bullets on your team. Each one of them are going to bounce off him like they're doing nothing. So, I could be wrong also. I haven't used him in a fight, so keep that in mind. Other than that, absolute weapon of a character. I'm very interested in testing him out in a proper team and seeing what kind of numbers he can get out. Because even at this, what I'm showing you right now isn't his full potential. He gets bonus damage for enemies alive and allies alive, and we're just doing a 3v3 battle here, so there is the potential to see bigger numbers than what we saw on the screen. There. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. I will answer it to the best of my ability, and we'll be around the world. Until next time, please take care of yourself.